We're here for the speech of Lewis Acton. Will the audience please verify that they're 18 or older?
Yes, indeedy.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Have you ever been faced with a split-second decision under pressure that could greatly affect your life or the lives of others? I'm sure most of us have. Much like deciding the topic of your speech on the day that it's due, except on a much more significant and immediate scale. The story that I'd like to share with you today involves a life-threatening decision in my life. I decided to take a risk to help another in danger. This helped reinforce my belief that it's important to take risks in life. I'd like to think that I made the right decision, but I'll let you decide. To provide some context as to when this happened, it was during the 2009 swine flu outbreak. I was on my way to my family doctor's office with a case of fever, cough, nausea, and crossed fingers. As I'm driving along, I catch up with a large oil trucker. Keep in mind the road that I was on was a windy back road with steep embankments on each side of the road. As I'm following the truck driver, after about 2 minutes, I see a deer hop out of the brush in front of the truck. The truck driver swerved to the left to avoid the deer, but he swerved too far, and his driver's side tire went off the road. The back of the truck all of a sudden jackknifed up into the air as the front started sliding down the embankment. The entire oil truck then slid down the incline and crashed into some trees about 30 feet off the road. Shocked, I screeched to a halt, got out of my car, and called 911. It was a pretty severe crash. After calling 911, I immediately noticed gas fumes spewing from the tank that the truck was hauling. This was when I was faced with my split-second decision. I knew that a single spark could ignite that gas, and I could see that the driver was barely moving and had blood on his face. In that moment, I knew I couldn't wait for the emergency response. That's when I charged down the hill, flung open the door, and found the driver dazed but still responsive. He was bleeding from his head and his hands. I helped him out of the truck and half carried him up to the road. I waited with him until the authorities arrived, and he expressed his gratitude to me. I then proceeded to the doctor's appointment and was diagnosed with swine flu. The whole road wound up being closed down for days while the truck continued to leak and was extracted. I may have not have been in as much danger as I assumed, but I think I took a risk approaching the truck at all. Maybe it was my feverish brain that affected my decision to take that risk. Who knows? Hopefully he didn't catch my swine flu, but I think he'd agree that it beats the alternative. In any case, I'm happy I was able to help, and since then I've always recognized my responsibility to help others in need.